Archangel Michael says this moment has been whispered in secret prayers and carried in the heart of someone who never stopped believing in you. He has stood at the edge of countless decisions, but this one is greater than anything he's faced before. The ring is not just jewelry, it's a symbol of a promise he made in silence. There's been pressure from those who don't want this to happen, people who whispered lies and tried to redirect his path. They never thought he'd have the courage to stand against them, but something divine has stirred inside him. His heart won't let him delay any longer. Behind closed doors, he's already chosen the exact place and time. The box has been in his drawer for days, and he opens it every night just to picture your face when you see it. His hands tremble, not from fear, but from the gravity of what he's about to offer you. What he's planning goes against all expectations and breaks every invisible rule they thought would hold him back. But he's moving forward anyway, even if he must face storms to get to you. His soul has spoken, and the answer is always your name. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Your name is echoing louder now in the chambers of destiny. Every time he says it in his heart, something divine aligns in the heavens for this moment. The ring has been blessed in secret, by a stranger who touched it and knew it belonged to something sacred. You haven't seen his eyes lately, but they're not the same anymore. They've softened, focused, and filled with intention. The look he will give you is one that even time won't erase. There's an energy following you today, it's the anticipation of something life-altering. You may feel butterflies or a strange warmth in your chest. That's not anxiety, it's the quiet signal that love is about to step fully into your life. He's been working on the right words, not perfect, but real. He wants you to know that this choice is not from pressure, not from timing, but from the depths of a love that survived shadows. And nothing, not even the people watching, will stop what's coming. Type Amen to get blessing 904. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, when the moment comes, you won't need anyone else's approval. You won't ask for validation because your heart will already know. His presence will calm you, and his truth will hold you like never before. They doubted he would ever do this. Some even said he'd walk away forever. But what they didn't realize is that distance didn't make him forget, it made him remember every detail. He's been through battles you didn't see. He faced temptations, distractions, and moments of silence that nearly broke him. But every test he passed brought him closer to you. And now, the decision is made. The ring is more than metal and stone, it's the physical answer to the question you once whispered in private. He heard it even when you thought he never would. Type Amen to get blessing 1211. There were people who tried to replace you in his life. They spoke gently at first, then loudly as if trying to convince him you weren't right. But in the end, their voices became noise, and your memory became clarity. You don't realize it yet, but your energy has been guiding him silently. In his loneliest moments, it was your smile that showed up in flashes of hope. In his coldest days, it was your warmth that kept him from freezing inside. He's met many, but none have mirrored his soul like you did. You were never easy to forget. That's why, even when others looked good on paper, it was always your name that echoed in his silence. He wanted to be more. And now he is. stronger, wiser, ready. This proposal will shock even him, not because of what he's doing, but because of how bold his heart has become. Type Amen to get blessing 547. The people around him are beginning to feel something shift. They notice he's not entertaining distractions anymore. He's speaking less and thinking more, which means the fire inside is getting ready to ignite. You might feel emotional for no reason lately. That's because your soul is already preparing for something your mind hasn't caught up with. The universe is aligning the path beneath your feet and sealing the cracks behind you. There's a ring, a real one, with a story engraved in its silence. He's touched it with reverence, and even his breath becomes holy when he speaks of you now. This isn't ordinary, this is spiritual. Archangel Michael says, the angels are already watching over this moment. They've cleared obstacles and removed whispers from those who would have tried to ruin it. Nothing will interfere, not this time. Type Amen to get blessing 789. The closer he gets to this moment, the more your energy surrounds him. It's not coincidence, this is destiny being fulfilled in real time. He's aligning himself with the truth that can't be denied anymore. Someone tried to block this from happening. They even tried to bring confusion to him. But every attempt failed, because the love between you is not held by man, it's ordained by divine will. He's choosing you in front of all odds. And it's not because it's easy, it's because it's right. He realized the truth after fighting every battle: peace only exists where your name lives. You'll see it in the way he looks at you. His hands won't shake, not because he's not nervous, but because he knows this is where he's meant to be. You'll feel it before he even speaks. Type Amen to get blessing 1022. He's ready to be vulnerable in front of you. Ready to give up pride, ego, and fear of rejection. This time, he will speak everything you once wished he would say. He's not expecting the perfect reaction, he's just hoping for an honest one. All he wants is your eyes, your silence, your soul looking back at him without hesitation. And he'll wait for that moment, even if it takes longer than he expects. Some will gossip after they find out. Some will act shocked, and others will act like they always knew. But none of them matter, not when his voice is trembling as he says your name in front of the stars. The moment is close, closer than you imagine. A conversation will shift the atmosphere. A look from him will confirm what your heart has been sensing. Type Amen to get blessing 399. There will be music in the background, laughter from someone across the room, and maybe even tears you didn't expect. But when he holds out the ring, everything else will disappear. It'll be you, him, and the echo of everything you both survived. You don't need to prepare. Your soul already knows the script. You've lived this moment in dreams and divine messages for weeks now. It's not just a proposal, it's a spiritual reunion. A sacred vow returning home to the person it was always meant for. He's ready, and nothing can stop it now. The universe is quieting down for this exact moment. Even nature will pause. Because what's coming is rare, bold, and written in the stars. Type Amen to get blessing 666. If you felt tired recently, it's not just physical. Your body is adjusting to receive something greater. Your heart is healing in preparation for joy. You've carried heartbreak with grace, sorrow with elegance, and uncertainty with resilience. That strength didn't go unnoticed in the divine realm. You've earned this divine shift. Archangel Michael says, you are stepping into the beginning of your new chapter. One filled with deep love, security, and shared purpose. The old chapter is closing behind you now, permanently. He's going to take your hand not just because he loves you, but because he knows no other hand feels like home. And this time, he will not let go. Type Amen to get blessing 855. They may say he changed overnight. But the truth is, he woke up to who he really is. And you are part of that revelation. You are not just the one he loves. You are the one who awakens his better self. The mirror to his soul. The key to his truth. You were hidden for a reason. God kept you protected while he matured. And now that moment has arrived, exactly when both your spirits are ready to unite. The ring is no longer in the drawer. It's in his pocket. And soon, it'll be on your finger. Type Amen to get blessing 718. You'll feel the shift in the air. The pause before everything changes. And when you look up, you'll see him standing with every emotion written across his face. No more delays. No more confusion. No more interference. This is the divine moment. The ring is ready. And so is he. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. He's been practicing the moment in front of a mirror. Holding the small velvet box, opening it, imagining your reaction, over and over again. The nervousness is there, yes, but it's wrapped in purpose, not fear. You don't know it yet, but someone close to him knows his plan. They've seen how serious he is. They've even tried to warn him it might be too soon, too risky, but he's not listening to doubt anymore. There's a fire in his spirit that can't be controlled. The closer he gets to you, the more sure he becomes. This proposal isn't for show, it's a final, bold act of love no longer willing to be silent. You've crossed his mind in the middle of work, in traffic, while waking up, while falling asleep. You are no longer just a memory, you are the direction of his future. And now he's walking toward that future with no backup plan. Type Amen to get blessing 1144. He was once confused, yes. He once ran. But that confusion gave him clarity. That silence gave him answers. That distance made him recognize the difference between connection and convenience. You are not a fantasy to him. You are not a what-if. You are the real thing. And when real love knocks, it doesn't wait forever, but it does return when the soul is ready. Archangel Michael says, no forces can interfere when heaven decides two hearts are ready. Even if someone tries, even if someone screams louder, it won't stop what has already been approved in the spirit realm. His soul remembers what you gave him when he was at his lowest. He's coming not just with love, but with gratitude. This proposal is more than romance, it's a sacred gesture of respect and restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 2002. You might be doubting right now. That's okay. That's your heart protecting itself from disappointment. But your spirit knows the truth. You feel the pull. The dreams are not random. The signs are not imagined. The moments of warmth, the flashes of his name, this is not coincidence. It's divine preparation. His heart is already halfway through the vow. He doesn't want to just kneel, he wants to give. He wants to commit without fear, without hesitation, without conditions. Even if people whisper, they shouldn't be together, his reply will be, we were chosen. And nothing will be more powerful than that truth when spoken from his lips. Type Amen to get blessing 558. The ring has weight, but not because of the metal. It's heavy with emotion. Every touch, every polish, every glance at it has carried a prayer. You won't have to question if he's serious. His voice will crack with sincerity. His eyes will water with memory. And his hand will hold yours with a promise not to let go again. The place where he proposes has already been selected. It's meaningful. Not flashy. Somewhere only your souls will recognize as sacred. There's no perfect time, but this is the divine time. Every second before this was preparation. Every second after will be transformation. Type Amen to get blessing 1441. He's going to do it even if his hands shake. Even if his voice cracks. Even if no one around him claps or celebrates, because this moment isn't for them. It's for you. And you deserve to know what it feels like to be chosen completely. To be loved without explanation. To be honored without compromise. He's going to propose against all odds. And you're going to feel what heaven feels like, when someone who was meant for you finally arrives with truth. Type Amen to get blessing 623. You may feel emotional in the coming hours or days without a clear reason. That's the shift unfolding. That's your soul preparing. Archangel Michael says, you are entering the fulfillment of a cycle that began long ago. The delays are ending. The answer is near. The moment you thought might never come is being delivered. This isn't just about love. It's about spiritual justice. You've waited. You've hurt. You've healed. And now, you'll be honored. He sees your worth now. Not just in memory, but in real time. And this time, he's not going to leave it unsaid. Type Amen to get blessing 899. He doesn't want anyone else to stand beside him in life. He's imagined every version of the future, and none of them felt right without you in them. It scared him before, but now, it centers him. He's thought about your first reaction. Whether you'll laugh, cry, freeze. But no matter what you do, he's ready to receive it with grace. He'll speak softly. From the heart. And it won't be scripted. The words may not come out perfectly, but they'll come from the most honest place he's ever spoken from. There's no more hiding behind fear. No more pretending he's okay without you. This is it. The moment where silence turns to a promise, and love becomes a vow. Type Amen to get blessing 717. You may notice small signs, feathers, music, repeated numbers. These aren't random. They're confirmations. The spiritual realm is clearing the way. Even the people around you will begin acting differently. They'll sense something sacred about to unfold. Some may feel anxious. Others may grow distant. That's just the atmosphere shifting. He's rehearsed this for weeks. In his mind, it plays like a sacred memory before it happens. In his heart, it beats like a drum calling him home. The energy of the moment will freeze time. You'll remember every detail, the color of the sky, the sound in the room, the temperature of the air. It'll become a memory you replay forever. Type Amen to get blessing 434. This isn't a story written in fairy tales, it's a spiritual covenant. A divine unveiling. A sacred alignment of souls who never truly let go of one another. He wanted to give up at times. Life almost convinced him you were too far out of reach. But every time he walked away, he found himself circling back to your memory. That's how he knew it was real. Not by the loud feelings, but by the quiet inability to erase you. And now, the silence breaks with a vow that will change everything. The ring is more than a question, it's a declaration. Of love. Of truth. Of a future that refuses to be denied any longer. Type Amen to get blessing 1009. And when it's placed in your hand, your soul will feel the weight of everything you've waited for. Not just love, but closure. Not just romance, but rebirth. He's no longer hiding his heart. He's exposing it. Raw, vulnerable, unfiltered. And when he does, you'll know, this is the moment all the pain prepared you for. This is the love that was always meant to arrive. No more guessing. No more wondering. No more delay. He's proposing, and this time, it's forever. Type Amen to get blessing 5111. He held on to that ring through every storm. Through every night of uncertainty. Through every whispered doubt from others telling him he should move on. He didn't buy it just to feel romantic. He didn't choose it to impress anyone. He picked that ring because in his spirit, he knew it matched the soul of the one he's never stopped loving, you. There's power in the timing. What once felt like delay was actually divine orchestration. Every hour you waited, every tear you cried, was building this very moment in silence. You weren't being ignored, you were being protected. Protected from a version of him that wasn't yet ready. But now, all signs point to this single truth, he is ready now. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. There are people who will be shocked when they find out what he's done. People who thought he'd moved on. People who thought you were just a memory. But love like this doesn't fade, it deepens. He's been silent for a reason. Watching. Listening. Planning. Not out of manipulation, but out of reverence. He didn't want to rush. He didn't want to repeat old mistakes. He wanted it to be real, this time. Archangel Michael says, the energy around this proposal is so powerful, it's shifting timelines. You may notice strange dreams, unusual synchronicities, a pull in your spirit that won't stop. These are not illusions, they are spiritual confirmations. He's defying family opinions. Breaking expectations. Risking comfort. Why? Because love matters more to him now than pride ever did. Type Amen to get blessing 626. Every time he opens the box, he sees your face in his mind. Not just smiling, but glowing. Like everything in the universe is finally right again. He clings to that vision like breath itself. You may feel a sudden burst of energy when he approaches. You may not know why you suddenly feel like crying or smiling without cause. That's the spirit realm responding to the vibration of destiny meeting its moment. The ground beneath you will feel still. Time will feel slower. And then, he'll look into your eyes like he's staring into his own reflection. No audience is needed. No camera. Just two souls, remembering everything they endured to get here, and finally stepping into the promise that waited patiently for both of you. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. He's already told someone close that he's doing this. That person tried to warn him again. Said it might not be the right time. But this time, he didn't flinch. His mind is clear. His heart is set. He walked into a store once and walked out. Then came back. Then left again. But the third time, he bought the ring. Because by then, your presence had already sealed the decision in his soul. Even the person who sold it to him said something strange, something like, "This one feels meant for more." He nodded, silently, knowing that more was your name. He may not get everything right that day. His words may stumble. His eyes may water. But you will feel the truth through every heartbeat in his chest. Type Amen to get blessing 3111. This isn't just about love. It's about completion. About a spiritual contract finally reaching its appointed hour. You'll feel seen in a way you haven't in a long time. Not just admired, but deeply known. Like every part of you was never forgotten. There was a time you thought he moved on. Believed the silence was rejection. But the silence was healing. And now, he comes back not as the man who left, but as the man who was reshaped to love you better. Archangel Michael says, angels surrounded you in your wait. They held your tears. Guarded your heart. And now they walk ahead of this moment, clearing the path for love to be restored. Type Amen to get blessing 838. He may be shaking when he starts. He may look at you and forget every word he rehearsed. But when he speaks, every syllable will be anchored in truth. This proposal isn't just a step forward. It's an apology. A thank you. A promise. A sacred vow dressed in one sentence, will you be mine forever? You may not even realize the magnitude of what's happening. But heaven will. And when you say yes, or even when your soul responds with a tear, a smile, a nod, the angels will sing. He's been reborn through this journey. And the version of him standing before you now is not here to play games. He's here to make things right. Type Amen to get blessing 999. This moment will shift everything. It will heal timelines. Cancel karma. Rewrite generational wounds. All through one act of pure, honest love. You were never second choice. Not even once. You were always the beginning and the end of his desire. It just took him time to remember what his soul already knew. People may say, it's sudden. But the truth is, it's ancient. This bond was written before either of you could speak. And now it returns, shining through time like fire through crystal. This is your confirmation. This is your sign. This is the divine love you all.